Aweh Millionaire. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to collect 30 pips in 30 minutes trading USDCAD like a smart trader by following the smart money. Let's get it.
Batman, Batman, Batman. Batman, Batman, Batman.
So, pretty simple. We have an easy buy opportunity on CAD here, and this strategy is very clear and simple. It's all about trading with the banks, trading with the smart money, and following the smart money. So to analyze and get this trade set up, what you need to do is you start on the 4-hour time frame, and what you're doing on the 4-hour time frame is you want to identify possible supply and demand levels using Forex volume to do so. That is the two key tools in order to trade and follow the smart money: supply and demand, as well as Forex volume. So on the 4-hour time frame, we had a potential supply level, as you can see by this blue vertical line, on the 8th of July. And if we scroll all the way back, we had a potential demand level which we identified, or which I identified, around the 11th of June. Now, there was a potential zone around the 23rd or so of June, but this zone was already broken, so I'm not going to focus on this level in the video today. I'm going to focus on the levels that set up today's trade. So on the 4-hour time frame, you start by identifying possible supply and demand levels, and once you've done that, you then go to the 15-minute time frame to plot exactly where those levels are with your horizontal line, which you can see, which I've done already in this setup. So we had our first level over here on the 11th of June. 11th of June, what are we looking at over here? We're looking at high volume in order to help us to identify exactly where the banks started to step in to the market. Okay, and I can already see another clue left by the banks. Okay, you can see FX volume gives you the clue as to exactly where the banks are stepping in. So this is another key example of how you would use FX volume to help you to identify possible supply and demand zones. Now this over here is actually a zone over here, because we can see more high volume indicating exactly to us where the banks are stepping in. Now if you want to know exactly how I plotted these levels and exactly how I do it in an easy 4-step process, click on the link in the description to catch your free video training of how to identify these supply and demand levels like a smart trader. But that was simple. Then we head over here to the 8th of July, where I identified the supply level for today's trade setup, which was on the 8th of July. Again, we use FX volume to help us to see exactly which point in the market the banks stepped in to the market with the big money, the smart money doing its thing, supply and demand 101. And once you've identified your supply and demand levels and you've drawn them on the 15-minute time frame, all you got to do is analyze the charts like a smart trader, and obviously not like a dumb retail trader. So what do we see happened over here, and how did this trade play out? So we see price came off the supply level. Okay, we have a supply level over here. We also have another supply level over here. Price pushed off the supply level to come and do what? To come and test the demand zone, which we identified previously, which was like 11th of June already. So you can set your trade up nice and easy so that when price comes and tests these levels, you already know in advance what you want to do. And obviously when price comes and tests a demand level, you want to be buying, and obviously the opposite, when price tests a supply level, you want to be selling. And that's exactly what price did. Price came down to come and test the demand level. Price actually started to consolidate around this demand level, and we know what the smart money was thinking. We also know what the dumb retail traders are thinking. They see price has been pushing down for the past day and a half, so they want to be selling. The banks are inducing the retail amateur traders to be selling because they want to be buying, so they can take the opposite side of the trade. But you, as a smart trader, you know that, and you don't want to trade with the amateurs. You want to trade with the banks, because if you trade with the banks, you stand a higher probability of being profitable in the market. And that's exactly what happened. I saw price test the demand level, and I just placed my order on the trade. Now, when you place your order, when you're trading supply and demand, you use the most recent fractal high and the most recent fractal low to plot your entry price as well as your stop loss price. So I'll start with the stop loss. Stop loss you put on the most recent fractal low. Now, as you can see, because price was consolidating on the level, there were a lot of fractal lows over here. So what I did was I put my stop loss a few pips away from the demand zone, and same with the entry price. Entry price, literally you could have put it on any of these fractal highs that started to form on this demand level. I chose this fractal high, which was the top of the range in this consolidation period, put my entry on the fractal high, and then as you can see, price came, started to consolidate, and when it broke out, it broke away from the demand level, because that's how the banks operate, supply and demand, which was nice and simple. As you can see, price shot up off that level. Literally 15 minutes, 30 minutes came to test the supply level. My TP was just outside of that supply level. I saw price coming to test the supply level with high volume, so literally just closed my trade at the supply level. But as you can see, it's pushed through the supply level to come and test the other supply zone, which we identified over here. Okay, now what the banks are doing in this situation is now they've destroyed the sellers, the retail amateur traders that were selling for the day. And what are they doing now? They are inducing the retail traders to start buying. Because why? They are starting to set up the next big trade that they want to take, which we know tomorrow, the 10th of July, there is high impact news on the CAD at 2:30. So we already know the banks are setting up the retail amateur traders, inducing them to take the opposite side of the trade. But you already know, as a smart trader, you're staying ready, because now price is testing the supply level. And that's how you collect 30 pips in literally 30 minutes, trading like a smart trader and following the smart money. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next high impact news setup, or the next smart trader setup, whichever one it is. I'm out. Aweh, Millionaire. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell.
Batman, Batman, Batman.